These are 10 things I would do different if I would start playing Path of Exile 2 today. Number 1 is use a loot filter. A lot of stuff will drop when you kill monsters, and you will not exactly know what you should be picking up and saving and what you can leave behind. Picking up everything is not really an option. It will result in having to travel to the village a lot to sell your stuff or to disenchant your stuff. Using a loot filter will help you select what you pick up and what you leave behind. You can modify loot filters to basically only focus on the stuff that really matters. I personally use the Never Sink loot filter. I will drop a link in the description down below where you can find the Never Sink loot filter. Number 2 is exploring the full map. When you're doing the campaign, you should just be focusing on the quests and potentially on the side quests. Once you're done with a quest, just move on to the next area and find a new quest to solve. Staying in the same map while already having done all the quests to see if there's anything else to explore or anything else to find is a waste of time. The maps are enormous, you will spend a lot of time exploring and not really finding anything. Number 3 is save your rare orbs. With the exception of the Orb of Augmentation and the Orb of Transmutation, you should be saving your orbs for endgame. While playing through the campaign, you will level and you will switch gear on a regular basis, so using your orbs on gear that you will switch out in a couple of levels is not a good use of your rare orbs. Number 4 is very similar to number 3. Don't waste your runes. Playing through the campaign you will find runes and you will find items that allow you to socket them. Just bear in mind that once you socket a rune, you will not be able to take it out and it will be lost. Doing this with gear you know you will switch out in a couple of levels is not a good use of your runes. Number 5 is to check vendors after you level up. Vendors will refresh their stock after you level up, which might result in them having really good gear, which will be an upgrade to your gear. I say gear a lot. Number 6 is don't forget to use the Salvage Bench. When you run into items that are either superior or have a rune socket, pick them up and salvage them. They will give you scraps that will allow you to upgrade your endgame gear by improving quality or adding rune sockets to items that don't have rune sockets. Number 7 is not to forget to use the Reforging Bench. The Reforging Bench allows you to destroy 3 similar items to create 1 new item. If you use that to destroy 3 crappy items, you might be lucky and 1 really good item might roll out. Don't forget that this also applies to waystones. Number 8 is don't skip out on side quests. Side quests don't take a lot of time and the rewards that they give are really good. A couple of examples are permanent increase of health points, permanent increase of resistances, or an increase of your passive skill points. The same applies for optional bosses. When you run into an optional boss, try to defeat it. They reap really good rewards. 2 examples are the Crowbell, who provides 2 additional passive skill tree points, and Bera of the Rotten Pack, which actually provides 10% cold resistance. Number 9 is plan how you will spend your passive skill tree points. Mixing and matching different skills with your points is not gonna get you the result that you're looking for. Set up a strategy, focus on one type of skill, and set up a plan on how you're gonna spend your points. If the result is below expectation, change your strategy and change your plan on how you will spend your passive skill points. You can always refund your passive skill points and spend them in another way. Number 10 is closely related to number 9. If you're playing your character and it's clunky, it's difficult to kill monsters, and you progress really slowly, change your strategy. Take a good look at your skill gems and your support gems to see if there's synergies between them. Also check if your skill and support gems have synergies with the way you spend your passive skill points. There's clear synergies to be had between your gems and your skill points, which either allows your character to do more damage or to stay alive. So make sure that those synergies are in place. These are just 10 simple things I wish I knew sooner when I started playing Path of Exile 2. I hope these are useful for you if you just started playing Path of Exile 2. If you have any tips that I didn't cover, feel free to add them in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Don't explode all. Because there's... You'll love it.